She's a very pretty city. No two ways about it. You know, I wish these eggs were real. I'd take one right off. 2025 has not been egg-cellent for New York's favorite breakfast sandwich, the bacon, egg, and cheese.
No, last week the Consumer Price Index showed that egg prices are at record highs in the U.S., with the average at almost $5 a dozen.
Dios mío.
Of course, in New York, obviously everything's going to be higher, right? Even in the local grocery stores.
I saw eggs for $12.99.
Insane.
For 12, that's a little over $1 an egg. Oof.
Thank you.
Last week,
Math?
I am a math genius. Hi, the actuary. I went to my Trader Joe's in Connecticut.
Yeah.
They told me what I could go do with myself.
Yes. That's
Look
the
at
scene
this.
all over.
You can only buy a dozen, and Trader Joe's is not the only joint. There's a lot of places that say, hey, only 1 dozen eggs. Okay? So holistic health coach and author of Abuela's Plant-Based Kitchen, Carla Salinari, is here to rescue us from the egg emergency. I know you two enjoy one another's company because you serve soy and that.
Yeah. No vegan, no tofu today.
I promise that eventually I'm going to convert you. Okay. It is my mission. It is my mission.
Not today.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
And you know what? Calm down, everybody. We have solutions. We have alternatives. Let's talk about them today.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, there is an egg shortage, but what about the people that can't consume eggs, right? So
egg allergies or vegans overall. Yeah.
So let's talk about what is it that is important for eggs, right? What is it that eggs do in a recipe?
Right.
They're a binder.
Okay.
They provide moisture, right? And they bring all of the ingredients together. But there are other ingredients that could do the same in recipes.
Okay.
Okay. For example, we can use flax meal, which is flax seeds that are ground and then mixed with water, and they create a gel-like consistency that mimics eggs.
Really?
So 1 tablespoon of flax meal with 3 tablespoons of water can give you the same amount of that binder, that consistency of 1 egg, right? Also chia seeds and water because they get that gel-like consistency, but also beans.
Really?
Beans, yes. Beans.
Habichuela, mira.
Mira la habichuela.
I
Yes.
love a bean.
So beans have natural proteins and natural starches that when combined can really get you the same consistency as the egg.
What about the flavor of the bean?
So why don't you give these brownies a try?
Well, you didn't have to ask me twice.
Wow, you just put that big paw right in there. Okay, let's see.
So these brownies have a can of beans.
No.
Right? No eggs, no butter, no milk. They're completely plant-based vegan,
No way.
right? And they're made with black beans.
No
So
way.
a perfect alternative. Yes, absolutely. Perfect alternative for anybody who isn't able to get eggs or can't have them, right?
Cooked the same way, you bake at like
That's
350.
right. At 350 for 25 minutes, and they're delicious.
Yeah.
They're
They
chewy.
really are.
They're moist,
Yeah.
right? No eggs. Okay, but what about if you're missing an omelet, right? Omelets, they're easy to make. A lot of people go to them. But how about if I told you that you can make an eggless omelet using chickpea flour?
Oh, the chickpea flour.
Yes, chickpea flour is a really great substitute. You can make it similar consistency to a pancake, right? And then you fry it in a pan, and then you can add your mixed veggies, and then it's an eggless omelet. Why don't you guys give it a try and let me know what you think?
Let's give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
Yes.
I'm going to take this tiny little
There are
bit over
forks
here.
but all right.
It not only provides a great substitute for egg, but it's high in fiber, high in plant protein, right? It's delicious. Yes, it's a nice alternative.
Nice pepper.
Right.
That's very nice.
It's also lower in calories, right? So it's good if you're trying to manage cholesterol, if you're trying to reduce the amount of calories that you're consuming. Chickpea flour, water can give you that beautiful eggless omelet as well.
I just have a question about, back to the brownie for a second.
Yes.
How do you know the conversion? Are you just going to look it up? Like the conversion of what you're using versus an egg?
Yes. So normally it would be 1/4 of a cup of the black beans per egg. So if the recipe calls for 2 eggs, then it would be 1/2 of a cup. And you can follow that same formula using applesauce, yogurt, Dan, your favorite silken tofu, bananas, and even avocados. So there's lots of variety that you can use in recipes in order to substitute what the egg would give it, right? And last but not least, you can do it in meatloaf, whether it's plant-based meatloaf or it's just standard traditional meatloaf. Use yogurt instead of eggs, and it acts as a binder because of that protein. And you guys can give it a try here. Tell me if you feel the difference, if you notice the difference. Yes.
Ma, the meatloaf.
The meatloaf.
Again, a great alternative that you can make whether you have eggs or not. And it doesn't leave you feeling deprived of the recipes that you enjoy just because you don't. Yogurt. There is yogurt in there, 1/4 of a cup of yogurt in place of the egg. Season it the same way you would season your meatloaf, whether, like I said, it's plant-based or not plant-based, right? You can use these alternatives to recreate your favorite dishes without any egg.
It's no wonder you're an author. You've done all the thing. You're turning the world upside down on its head, especially. Oh my God!
I'm glad you guys really enjoyed it. Which is your favorite? Which ones do you think is your favorite? I'm so happy. I work very hard at convincing Dan about these plant-based recipes, really hard, and I think I'm doing a great job at it.
If I keep going back,
He keeps eating, it means it's a good thing. Look, he's going right into it.
Yeah.
Look, Carla, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I hope you at home got an idea of what you can do when you go to the grocery store and you don't want to pay for the eggs or there are none left. First of all, pick up a copy of Carla's cookbook, Abuela's Plant-Based Kitchen.
Is this in there?
Give her a follow. Scan the QR code for all the recipes that we just mentioned today. You're gonna save some filet, or you're gonna eat that whole thing right now?
The possibilities are endless.
You keep eating. I'll talk. I'll tell the people at home. Just ahead on New York Living, the beach, the food, and so much more.